Here we have Armed and Ready. This is a big 16 two-hand 4-year-old thoroughbred gelding by Arrogate, who I hope I'm saying that right. I am actually not familiar with him. I've not had one of his sires. So this is my first time experiencing one, but I have to say if they're all like this, then I'm definitely a fan. This is just sort of like a big lanky baby horse right now. I think he's a little bit thin and he's still working on completely shedding out his winter coat, but he is going to be very big when he fills in, and he has what feels like a big bone structure and a pretty big movement. So I think that as this horse fills in and grows into himself, he's really going to be a pretty eye-catching and just a big horse in a very nice way. He also, well, he last ran the end of January. I think January 25th was his last race, and he's been turned out at my friend's farm in Maryland waiting to come to me since then. So he's been barefoot, and I think he definitely would appreciate shoes. I mean, he is sound, clearly, but when you're walking not on very soft surface, he's a little bit ouchy. So my farrier will be here this week, and we will definitely get some front shoes on this horse. I think he moves lovely now, probably a little bit sore barefoot, so I'm very excited to see how nice he'll be when he's got some shoes on those feet. So this is his first post-track ride. He came mid last week, and I did a lunge session with him yesterday just to introduce him to the ring and equipment and see how he moves and how he thinks, and he was very good. So then today I felt really confident getting on for a first ride. He was excellent in the trot work. This was actually a really, really fast first ride. It was under 15 minutes that I was on him. So I thought the trot work was really good to the left, considering first post-track ride. Maybe a little bit in the contact, a little bit of chewing and open mouth, but there's not really much you can do about that. They have to sort of get used to the contact, and I'm trying to be as soft as I possibly can while still speaking the language that he needs to learn to understand. And I thought he did a great job of figuring it out. So when I asked him to canter, it's not like I've asked him before I'm showing you this video. That was his first and only canter transition to the left. He did a nice transition, and then he just sort of did the same thing both ways. Like, he did a really nice transition. He did not rush into the transition. And then he was just like, whee! And off we went down the long side. And then when it took me about the long side to sort of say, hello, like, please listen here. I'm going to help you find your balance and some softness. And so I had to have a little conversation with him about that to the left. But like, here, he's got it. It's lovely. Once he found that balance, found that softness, he was super happy to sit in it. And I was very thrilled with him. And then his trot, both ways, when we came down out of the canter, just such a nice swing from behind. I mean, just over tracking. What a great outline. He's really a fun, athletic feeling type of horse. So that was great. Super good boy. So then we took a little walk break here, let him catch his breath. And then we turned it around to the right, in which he was a super gentleman. He actually, I think, was a little stronger to the right, if I'm being honest. He was a little bit straighter. To the left, he was a little, and also this could just be because we went to the left first, so we were sorting things out, but he was a little like, fishtaily to the left. Like, I felt like I was having to sort of manage him a bit down the long sides to keep him straight. To the right, he was definitely straighter. However, that could also just be because we went left first, so we had sorted it out, so then it was easier to go right. So who knows? I'm not going to read much into that on a first ride. But I thought that this was quite nice. It was definitely a very fun feeling. I was very happy. Really professional about going by the gate. No silly business. Totally understands and happy about being a riding horse in his job. I thought this was quite nice. So here's our right transition. Does a nice transition, and then he's just a little bit like, okay, here we go. And I'm saying, excuse me, please. Let's have a little conversation about what the balance is supposed to be like. And then here he clicks in. So took half the ring to get him set in the balance that I wanted, which is not terrible. I'm not upset at all. I thought that once he was in the balance, he was excellent at keeping the balance. So he just doesn't know, he just needs a little check and remind of, hey, I want you right here. Super nice canter both directions. I mean, just very comfortable, very balanced. Feels like a ground covering step, even though I know he would like some front shoes on. Nice rhythm. I think he's a really lovely horse. I'm very happy to have him. And so that was a wrap. I was really, really thrilled with him. This was just a perfect first ride. You couldn't really ask for more than this. So he's going to see the farrier, I think tomorrow. I'm hoping tomorrow. And then he'll come back for a next ride once he's got shoes on. And wow, that's so nice there in the trot. What a good boy. And so then I'm sure that he'll come out even better the next time out and probably moving better too. So I'm excited to see what happens with that.